Hey Megan, I'm responding right away again. I did my registration for classes and stuff at St. Kate's yesterday, and I bought all this clothing. Like, I'm like totally like in school spirit mode. I sent it for classes. It was rad. The bed was so uncomfortable though. Like, okay, I was gonna ask you that. Did you like bring your own mattress? Because I don't remember sitting on your bed and having it be that uncomfortable. Oh my god, it was like an eraser. Or did you put like a thing on it or something? I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So, first of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that a few videos ago you were afraid to say the word sex on the internet, and now you're talking about like sex toys and getting your period, and I'm like, way to go, Megan. Way to come out of your shell a little bit. Oh god, don't even get me started on like development from girl into woman. I didn't know you got your period so early. I did too. I got mine like a week before I turned 11. Like, I was 10, and I was like, but I also started getting these boobs at like 8 years old. Like, they started growing at 8 years old, and I remember this 5th grade girl took me aside. She's like, you need to wear a bra, and it was really embarrassing. And I don't know, I mean, you know I smoke, so I don't know if that influenced or not, but I guess it could in a really roundabout way. I also have always preferred hanging out with grown-ups. Like, I went to the whole St. K thing. There were a lot of nifty people there. Like, there are not a lot of people there who are cool, who are, like, my age entering. There are also a lot of, like, people who I'm like, you're boring, but everyone was, you know, nice enough. And then, like, there were, like, the older students who are usually, like, juniors, seniors, or, like, graduated this year people who were like helping out. But my favorite person I talked to was probably my financial aid person, because I made an appointment to talk about it. And she, first of all, she majored in women's studies and English as well, and she was just like probably the most fun to talk to. God, that's so weird. But yeah, I've always liked hanging, like at graduation, everyone's hugging their friends and being like, I'm gonna miss you so much, and I hugged a few friends, but for the most part, I sought out my teachers, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss you. So, so I have the same sort of thing. I just feel like they know more, they don't try to like, people get so catty with people in their own age groups, you know what I'm talking about? Like, one thing I liked about being, at St. Kate's last night and this morning was there were no boys around, and I've noticed that girls get cattiest around boys, which is stupid. It's like, we are, I mean, not stupid, I'm thinking of the word stupid, not to get cheesy, but like, I mean, we share something in common. We're women, we all, like, get our periods, we all go through, not the same bullshit, by no means, but we all have the same general perspective on life, I guess, or something, and I'm like, why would we let a member of the opposite gender, like, affect the way we act towards each other? I was reading that book, Cunt. I think I told you about this, possibly, but she was talking about how she had an Iranian dance teacher who came to America, and until that point, the author had been all like, oh, women in America have it, like, way better than women anywhere else in the world, which, I mean, to an extent is true, but the Iranian woman's, like, so appalled by the way women treat each other in the U.S. She's like, in Iran, we have each other's backs. And I mean, to some extent, it's true. Like, okay, close your eyes and think about your least favorite person in the world. It could be someone from high school or middle school or anywhere. And think of, like, how, like, mean they were to you or something. And then think, if they came to you and asked for, like, a tampon, you don't say no to that. I mean, I wouldn't. Like, no matter who it was, I'd be like, yeah, here. Because that's a common issue we have. But, like, that's kind of where it ends. And I'm like, why can't we recognize that we all have like, I don't know, I just feel like women should stick together more. Anyway, that's, I also wanted to acknowledge something. Okay, so throughout your video you talked about people on Facebook who, like, talk about something without, like, really acting on it or doing anything about it. And I'm like, well, what are we doing? We're making videos on the internet that nobody watches, talking about sex and some feminism stuff. But I think, honestly, I think women talking about sex together, that's the thing that, I mean, boys publicly talk about masturbating and how many girls they've been with and what they like in a girl, like, in groups of people, in mixed company. It's not a big deal for them. Women do it, like, in secret. Like, me and a few other girlfriends, like, we go to, like, a thing on Monday nights, and we wait till everyone leaves, and then we chit-chat about our sex lives. It's so, like, so weird. It's not weird. It shouldn't be weird. That's the thing. That's my point exactly. Like, it's like, oh, what's weird is that we feel like we have to do this secretly. Like, we have to hide in a church basement after everyone else left, when boys are, like, on the city bus, like, I hooked up with this chick last night, and her brother walked in, and, like, I beat him up, and then I blah, 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 she had huge boobs, and whatever boys talk about. It's gross. And so, but I'm sitting here like, well, I mean, we're doing pretty much that. We're talking, we're not really doing much. Do you want to start? I mean, I know you're busy. I totally respect your time, so if you're not into it, but do you want to do something? Like, I don't know, make posters, start a like, blog, or a video blog that's more organized than this one. Or, like, something, because I'm just kind of feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm not contributing to society at all in what I want to do. Even, like, I don't know. I just think we're sitting here talking about, and I mean, I commented on how you're talking more openly about this stuff. It seems like you're becoming more comfortable with talking about it, and that's great. That's wonderful. I'm so happy about that. And I wish more people could experience that, and I don't know. There's something... I just want to get the idea out there that, like, hey, being a chick isn't something bad, having sex isn't something bad, it's okay, because it's just so... I mean, you talked about how male-dominated the world is, and they expect everything. I mean, like, they're sitting there like, I don't find this attractive. This isn't for you to find attractive. This isn't to turn you on. This has nothing to do with you or your dick. Get out if you have a problem with it. And, like... I don't even see what's so unattractive about it, because personally, what I find unattractive is, like, I don't want to say submissive women, but, like, dependent people who, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I find it unattractive, but I think something about being empowered and knowing, like, who you are, what you want, in all aspects of life, including sex, is, like, that's a desirable quality in a person. So... yeah. Where was I going with that? So I don't see what their problem is. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Boys. Okay. I'm done. Anyway, my point is, we're not really doing anything either except talking. Do you want to start doing something relating to this? I don't know if you're ready to go more public with the feminist sex talk, but if you feel up to it, let me know, because that might be a good idea. Alright. Sex talk is fun. I don't know why people don't do it more often. It's, yeah, I don't see, as I said, I don't see why women can't talk about it. Or it's weird for women to talk about it. Alright, oh my god. We need to find a day to hang out. I'm sorry, Thursday. I had previously, like, committed to something that I forgot about, and I can't. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll do this sometime, though. We will. Are Sundays okay for you? Sundays work really well for me. Fridays, too. Anyway,